EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On second down now, Cottrell. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done. Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option. Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Carr now on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Now Carr. Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Michael Dana coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 75 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he's got room. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there for KC. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Raiders 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's caught by Jackson. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deshaun Jackson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one tipped and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. 7 yards the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's caught by Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Carr to throw. Dancing to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run the counter. Cottrell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. To throw his car. And now here's another interception. interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 174 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First throw for the backup, Rosen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Tyrann Mathieu, the all-pro, up to make the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Play action here with Rosen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.